When the unthinkable happens and diesel is unavailable, it affects much more than just needing to fuel up.
I'm seeing some covers over these pumps. They all have covers over them, all of them.
What unfolded was an unexpected adventure that taught us a really valuable lesson, and we want to share it with you. We're Kyle and Renee. Today, we have a story to tell you about our journey across Texas and just how unpredictable RV life can be. Stay tuned, because this journey kicks off from last week's episode where we boondocked at a Cracker Barrel.
Good morning from the Cracker Barrel. Slept great. We're ahead of schedule. I don't know what's happening. And now we are about to embark on a really long drive day, like 400 miles or something like that. Basically, at dinner last night, we said that we would hit the road by 7:30. It's 7:15 and we are ready to go. Everyone's rubbing off on us or something. I think everyone was woken up by the delivery truck this morning. They came around 6 a.m. So if you are a person that sleeps in and you want to save money by not paying RV daily fees at a campground, go to a Cracker Barrel, because you're guaranteed to get woken up at 6 a.m. by either the dumpster truck or the delivery truck. Tires are being checked and we're basically gonna be ready to go soon. This is Nene in her early morning glory. Thank you. You didn't have to say that. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Let's go. Let her rip. Look at that. Let her rip and coffee. Woo!
Let her rip, baby.
Let her rip, baby. Thank you, Keith, for the coffee this morning. That was very kind of you to make us all coffee. Wait a second. So you think it's cheating that we had somebody with a solar setup make the Hanks coffee this morning when we brag about not having a setup and we boondock and all the things?
Listen.
We could have made our own coffee this morning. We love making French press coffee, but they offered and we didn't want to have to dirty up the French press and go through all that rigmarole. So yes, you're right, but you're also not right. Sorry.
Game plan. We're just that far off from being able to make it to an official Open Roads discount station. And what I mean by that is saving money in diesel. We have to utilize Pilot, which is on the way in about 5 minutes. So we're gonna fill up just a little, enough to get us to where we need to make the real savings and then get back on the road. Let's go. See, that wasn't so bad. In and out. Now let's go get some real savings. We're at $4.60 a gallon right now, but with the markdown of this program, it actually comes out to like $3.63. Guys, if you own a diesel and you want to get these savings for free, I'm telling you, link in the description, and we have a video talking about it right here. Take it from the Hanks. We'll save you some money. As I always say, if it's free, it's for me. Well, we made a quick stop. We're currently at Rooney Park in Fort Stockton, Texas. Not a lot going on here, but you know what? That's okay. That's my vibe. It's funny how much we have grown to appreciate these little breaks and travel days. I don't know why, for so many years, we felt like we needed to just push on through. You huff it or you pull over. There was no in between. What we've really been learning recently is not to rush and just take our time. Especially caravanning together, it's easy to get split apart during the travel phase, but just slowing it down a little bit helps one another be able to catch up, regroup, and then continue our journey along the road. How are the trucks holding up? Well, I'm glad you asked. I have been doing my absolute due diligence in keeping track of the mileage, how much we're traveling, our average fuel economy, and the boys have been doing it with me as well. Overall, Devin's truck, the one right behind me, has been pulling an average of like 1 mile per gallon more in average fuel economy. So he's been running around 10 miles per gallon, and our truck, and then Keith and Rainey's truck, the dually, has been running around 8.8 to 9. But overall, I feel like it's very on par between all trucks. So maybe that'll give you a glimpse into not overthinking the fuel economy. We'll talk more about this later for sure. I just wanted to give you a little glimpse, you know what I'm saying? Gotta love those smidgets with the Hanks. Today is the longest drive we've had thus far on the caravan trip. We're going just over 6 hours of RV drive time. If you guys don't know what I mean by RV drive time, basically a normal driving schedule, you have to tack on a few more hours because you're towing an RV and you gotta pull over more frequently. A little update on the caravan, things are going absolutely smooth. Buttery smooth. I don't know if it's just the group of friends that we have right now, but we all vibe together really well. If one of us wants to take it a little bit slow on a travel day, we're all game for that. If all of us want to get an early start on the road the next day, we're all packed up, ready to go on time and getting out of there.
Do we need fuel?
I will need
Well, what are you guys
fuel.
are at? Okay.
I'm a little above half.
Like 370 or something like that in Pecos.
You go with that?
I'm always good with it.
Yeah, I know. You're an easygoing guy. So are you.
That's right.
I'm really appreciative of that, as is everyone else, because dealing with the Hank shenanigans, I don't know. I just don't know. We've been keeping our speed around 64 miles an hour, and you know what? That has been working just golden for us. No blowouts thus far, and I want to attribute that to my gut feeling. As I always say, I think speed is the thing that kills. Whether it's blowouts or car accidents, just slow down. If I had to go out on a limb, I would say that the #1 culprit for actual tire blowouts is just people speeding. I'm just throwing that out there.
Whoopsie. Another thing broken. Just another day in the RV life. Mother. Okay.
Trucks are running. Let's get going. Right. Oh, I love it. Tire pressures are already ready and good to go. They're checked. I am so happy we got this TPMS. I was not a believer in these things at all. 5 years been doing this full time. I hate everything that spells TPMS. But finally, we got one, and this thing is great. It actually reads the tire pressures as soon as you turn the truck on. How cool is that? I know, it actually does what it's supposed to do. Best part is when you go to hook it up, you just take the little sensor, scan it right to the screen, bada bing, bada boom, it's done, it's reading. It's Hanks approved. I know camping season's right around the corner. If you're in the market for one, or you feel like you need an upgrade shortly, I'll throw a link in the description with the discount code. I think it's like Hanks 5 or something. Save you a little bit of money. Can't complain about that. But what you can complain about is not getting on the road on time. Actually, it's 11 o'clock. We're doing great.
We all need fuel. It's not like urgent, but we all need fuel probably within the next 60 miles-ish.
Yes, right here. I actually have a comment I want to make. Let's keep it convenient. That's how it is in the RV life. It's all about convenience. The more you keep things convenient, the less you have to yell at yourself internally of like, why did I give up my sticks and bricks to live this lifestyle? Just kidding. Nobody does that in RV life because RV life rocks. Strap in, seatbelts, everyone. Here we go.
Except I'm driving.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, there is a Valero up the road, I guess. Worst case.
How many miles is it till we're in Ruidoso?
78 miles.
Oh.
Yeah. But I like to hit these truck stops because they're good prices, you know? That's the whole point. It's like hit them when you can.
And we can fit a little bit easier into them. Easy in, easy out. You don't have to get into tight situations. I like that. I really do.
They have a 100-mile range, and we're going up some mountains.
In that case, what I would ask you guys to do next time is just go back, watch some of our older content, because we tell you that fueling up the night before really helps.
We're done.
Her face was like...
We're leaving.
Who's leading this rodeo today?
Me.
Oh, God.
Like, I zoomed in on this one that we're going to.
Okay.
And it's like doesn't exist on Google Maps. And I know it probably is outdated and they built it, but there's like nothing out there. So I got nervous and I was like, do we chance it?
It's an Allsup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Tinnie, Tinnie.
Where's this town even exist?
I was like, do we just go up the road and fill up and play it safe because we're going up a bunch of hills and stuff?
Probably the better idea. I mean, you guys are gonna run out of diesel before me, so.
Open Road says it's like in town, but it's down a little bit more.
We gotta go, and we don't even know where we're going.
Go ahead.
Let's go.
I'm pretty nervous about driving this because we're going up some mountains. The hills make me nervous because they're very steep, and then there's traffic that gets like held up behind you. I never know like when it's okay to pass. I never know how fast to go up or down. There's a lot to think about. You got this big rig that weighs a couple pounds behind you. What makes me nervous about going down the hill is that you have all this weight behind you, and if you're going too fast, like your brakes could burn out and just chaos can happen.
Why is Nay always driving? Why is Carl not pick up some of the slack? Well, today is a Tuesday, and that means it's right smack dab in the middle of our editing days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Unfortunately, a lot of our drive days fall on those days, so I have to be in the passenger seat to do most of the editing. That I can like tell the story, and then Nene comes in and puts the final touches with the music. You know, all that fun snazzy music you get to listen to on all the episodes? That's Nay. She's rocking it. With today being only an hour drive, I figured, hey, at least I can get an hour of editing banged out, and then when we get there, I have just a little bit less on the plate to take on, and I get to spend more time with you guys. That's a win-win, in case you didn't know what I'm getting at.
Would you look at that? There's a truck stop.
It's a miracle.
What's even a better feeling is actually making it to a fuel station without running out of fuel.
Am I fueling this car?
Because it could get sketchy out here in the middle of nowhere. There's like no gas stations. Sometimes you gotta plan accordingly.
Ooh, I'm seeing some covers over these pumps. Oh.
Is it the satellite pumps?
They all have covers over them. All of them. I don't know. This is what I like to call the fuel tango.
What the heck is a fuel tango?
It's where like you have to play this, how far can I go? Do I fuel up where it's cheaper? Do I go somewhere and disconnect? You're constantly looking at like, where's the best price? Where's it easy to get out of? It's a song and dance. You know what I'm talking about if you RV. You know. You know.
I mean, I feel like I know what you're talking about. Literally, we're dancing around one another trying to get into pumps here. Oh, you just can't make this stuff up.
I doubt Open Roads works on these pumps, and I think we may look and see if there's any more diesel in the area, because I know they say to be skeptical about putting a lot of diesel in your tank whenever they're at the pumps, because it like stirs up all the mess.
Okay, I didn't know that. I'm looking at the app now.
I'm not sure exactly what he means by stirs up the mess. Another great part of being in a caravan, we all have each other to rely on. So if one of us runs out of fuel for some reason, hey, you got some backup peeps. No, I'm not trying to scare ya. I'm just saying, it's a little peace of mind. I can't take Nay's shenanigans anymore. I'm gonna hit the road myself. I'm just gonna get some exercise in and walk the rest of the way. Just kidding, I'm not doing that. But I would do it with y'all if I had to. You guys are great company. Can I just say that? Luckily, I'm noticing that these canopies are tall enough so that there is good clearance between the fifth wheel, because these puppies are tall. They're like 13.5 feet. Don't mess around with that.
Are you able to use the fuel card here?
No.
Really? Are you just gonna have to put it on the credit card?
Yep. Yeah, and I just done 30. They say kind of be careful, like when they're filling it up over there, 'cause the bottom of those barrels have like debris and stuff, and you can like, when they're filling up the thing, you can kind of slosh it around, get in your tank, whatnot. So.
Oh, I get what you're saying now. I was like, what are you talking about? So you're saying if the pumps go empty, they fuel it back up, and then you start fueling that into your truck, you could potentially get some of that debris into your tank?
They start flooding it in there, and if there's any debris, it'll slush it around. That's why they say not to let your truck go empty as well, because a lot of times that debris will sit on the top, and so if you let your truck go empty, that debris has a more chance of getting in your fuel filter.
The more you know. You
Yeah.
rock, man. Look at you, teaching me stuff. I'm always learning something. Are you want to put a little in? Since they're fueling up with the credit card, they're only putting 30 in. You want to fuel up real quick?
I was gonna go behind, before someone takes it, I was gonna go behind this RV.
Okay. Do they have diesel there?
Yeah.
We don't want to fuel up there. I know we have fuel there, but Devin was literally just telling me that when the tanks get empty, sometimes there's debris that builds up on the bottom. They refill them, and that debris gets sloshed up into the diesel, so we end up putting it on the truck. So let's fuel up over here like everyone else.
Well, shoot, I gotta back up then.
Just pull it around again. Either way, we'll fuel up. Don't worry. We'll get gas eventually.
I can't fuel up here?
I would not, no. You want to back it up? Follow that trucker. Wide swings. Wide swings. Looking good. You've done this before, haven't you? That will do it right there.
Oh, God.
Nice job. How many times did you go around the parking lot?
They said something about prepaying inside. Could we still use EFS if we prepay, or does that?
No, I think you have to use a credit card. Can I have the credit card? Thank you. What pump number are we? 3, 4, 1. Okay, one of those. Yo, I don't mean to add fuel to the fire, but the guy inside said the fuel pumps are going to be down for another 5 or 10 minutes at least. It must have something to do with the refueling, like they're putting the diesel or whatever back in. I don't know, something's wrong with the computer system.
No problem, we're just sitting over here.
Yeah, sometimes it just hits the fan once in a while, you know? It's a little song and dance, as Nene likes to say. If any of you guys know if that thing that Devin was talking about is true, I know a lot of y'all are truckers or just have some experience with all this. It would be a fun learning thing for us and everyone watching. Is that really true? When it gets like really low with the fuel levels, the truckers come in and refuel all the tanks and stuff. Does that mix up some of the debris and potentially get into our vehicles? It's good to know. If it does, I want to avoid that. As does everyone else, I'm sure. We got the okay for fuel, so we're good. Yeah. Woo! It's the little things. Let her rip. Let her rip.
Wow. And that, my friends, is how you turn a 90-minute drive day into a 3-hour drive day.
Need we say more? No, we don't.
Hey, have you ever wanted to help support us but have no idea how? Well, help us by watching our other videos or catching up on some oldies. See you over on the next one.